Sharks. My name's Carson Grill.
And I'm Jason Grill. We're from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I am the proud dad to this CEO right here.
We're here today seeking $150,000 in exchange for 10% equity of our company.
Sharks, just a few years back, Carson and I were doing some touch-up paint around the house. With 3 kids, fingerprints all over the walls, believe me, there's always touch-up to be done. Being a former Marine, Carson knows I like to run a tight ship.
The question to you, Sharks, is does your paint closet look anything like this?
Ooh, if so, you have half a dozen gallon cans with just this much paint.
We went to open just a few cans, and oh, the rust, clumps, and smell.
We looked at each other and said there has to be a better way.
So that's why I invented the patented touch-up cup for paint, the most innovative solution to all of your paint storage problems. It even has a stainless steel blending sphere for easy mixing.
Just shake and paint, baby.
Say goodbye to rust and clumps forever. Touch-Up Cup has extra threads and an airtight silicone seal to keep paint fresh for over 10 years.
We sell a 3-pack and an individual, so whether you need a lot or just a little, we've got you covered.
But wait, there's more.
There is?
We're already in 4,000 locations.
Oh, ding, ding.
Woo! That is
We're not stopping there, Sharks. We'll keep going until Touch-Up Cup is in every home, store, and workshop around the world.
So Sharks, who wants to come
Shake and paint with us. Sharks, in front of you are your very own Touch-Up Cups to try out for yourselves.
Okay, so before they get into that, I could not agree more. We actually have gone through a purge of all those paints. A lot of what ended up happening was I took pictures of the top of the can and have that in like a note in one of my note programs so that we know which one, what the paints are. I absolutely like this a lot. I could see getting a couple of them and they taking up so much less space. And I love the logo. Let me go back to the logo here because let's see. This is as close as I got for the moment, but love the logo here. It's got the shaker, the shaker shown right there in it. Yeah, and they're in 4,000 locations already. That's a ding ding. Hooray. That is absolutely awesome. Very impressive. Almost as impressive as getting comments down below like SOC's here says, dude, at first I was like, F, an interrupted episode with 2 dudes giving their opinion, which I don't care, but you guys are great. Love the content, and you both charismatic. Keep it up. I appreciate you so much, SOC, and everybody else that drops comments down below, negative or positive. I welcome them all. It does not matter because I appreciate you for watching, and I appreciate for commenting, and I appreciate you for smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video into the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. Now, let's get back and see what they got going on sales-wise.
Shake and paint with us. Sharks, in front of you are your very own Touch-Up Cups to try out for yourselves.
How old are you again?
I'm 15.
Wow.
Nice.
That's great.
That's awesome. Do you have a patent on this, or
Yeah, so we have a utility patent on the use of the shape of the cup and the use of
an
this
application or an actual patent?
actual patent.
Wow.
So who is running the business? And you said you're in 4,000 locations.
Yeah.
Tell us about that too.
So we're both running the business right now. We both have day jobs. I'm in school. I'm going to be a freshman in high school.
Woo.
And my dad works in medical sales. We have a private label partnership with one of the most recognizable brands in painter's tape today, and they're presenting us to their 55,000 worldwide locations. They have already gotten us into 250 Meyer locations across the Midwest, and we are in all 8 distribution centers of one of the largest hardware co-op locations in the world. And our private label partner is getting us into 2,000 locations.
And it's important to note that we don't have an exclusive with this partner.
And they're paying you a royalty on unit sales?
No, it's a private label, so we
you're
are the
manufacturing for them?
Yeah, so we do have
Wow. All right, before they jump into that, I want to point out, like, having that level of distribution is absolutely awesome. I love the fact that it's not a exclusivity deal. Ding ding for being able to pull that off. And big shout out to Carson here for knowing all of these numbers. I mean, inside and out. He truly knows his business. And you, as a business owner, you really have to know your numbers, right? You have to know how the business operates. You need to know your numbers. And you have to know, figure out like where's the growth going to come from, right? Where do I need help, right? And if you need that kind of help, you identify we need help in sales, team, offer, process. I'm your guy. Super Joe Pardo is here to help you. Watch all these Biz Coach Reacts videos. I got more business tips videos coming down the pike, as well as interviews with more Shark Tank businesses coming down the pike as well. So get subscribed so you don't miss another one of those videos. But knowing those numbers off the top of his head and being able to rattle them off, like, think about your own business and think about, do you really know the numbers? Are you guesstimating those numbers? And are your guesstimates updated? Are they recent, like based on recent information? Or are you, oh, I did my research and now, it was 6 months ago or it was a year ago and things have changed and I haven't really put time into knowing that to know where the trends are going. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? To me, I'm a very analytical kind of person, and I would like looking at the numbers to get a good feel of where the improvements can be. So I think they are in great hands with Carson. I think if he took an analytics course, I hope he's going to go, planning on going to college. But he doesn't necessarily, obviously he doesn't necessarily have to. So, yeah. And Carson and or Jason, if either of you want to come on this show, please drop a comment down below, like SOC here, and let's get together and we'll do a Shark Tank Tales here on the Super Joe Pardo channel.
We have a strategic partnership in Nashville, Tennessee that does all of our picking and packing, all of our EDI, order entry.
Nice.
We're about...
The vocabulary is insane. EDI, I didn't learn that till my 5th year at Tom's.
Wow. Okay. So EDI, for anyone who doesn't know, electronic data interchange. There's EDI, and then there's another term too, and I'm trying to think from back in my sales purchasing or my purchasing days back in Pardo Truck Service Parts Warehouse days. That was all the big coming down the pike. 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was like, oh, it's coming. I remember having these conversations with sales guys and being like, you guys come here and you collect your orders and you help us shape the orders based on the way the rest of the market's going and all that, because you got your ear to the ground in your specific niche. And basically, when you guys are all pushing this EDI, ordering electronically, which really it's a fancy term for putting a spreadsheet together and uploading it to their computer system to place an order. And you're basically talking yourselves out. You're literally talking us out of having a position for you or less of you, and that's the way of the future there. But I'd like to see the salespeople. I know my grandfather and my dad, we all like to see the salespeople. We get to have those conversations, build those relationships, and you can get more done than just sending off an order in a spreadsheet like that. But it's awesome that he knows what EDI is. He might be the youngest. Actually, that's probably one of the few people that I've ever seen in the Shark Tank talk about or even mention the word the acronym EDI.
I didn't learn that till my 5th year at Tom's.
We're about 70% online and 30% in retail right now about our sales. We have sold $220,000 in sales over the last 2 years, with $150,000 of that being over the last year and a half, and $70,000 of that being this year. We got another shipment, and we are on track to do $400,000 in sales this year.
That's excellent.
Good for you. The
Wow.
three-pack cost you how much, Landon?
$1.99 landed.
Including packaging?
Yes.
So
and
$1.99.
shipping.
Landed.
Yes. The individual cup costs us 90 cents landed.
Okay, and what are you selling them for?
The individual cup we wholesale for $1.89 and retail for $3.99 to $4.99. And the 3-pack we wholesale for $4.25 and retail anywhere from $9.99 to $12.99.
Normally on Shark Tank, when you bring in your son, usually the father gives the pitch, and the son does a little demo, and then off they go because things are going to get tough in the tank. So far, Carson's doing all the talking. You're not saying anything.
You know what? I have all faith in him.
Doesn't
We
need
run
to.
this business 50-50. He knows what he's doing.
I've gone to trade shows with my dad. I've gone to buyer
Love
meetings
it.
with my dad. One buyer, we both walk in. She looks me dead in the eye and says, "Oh, you brought your kid. He can sit in the hallway, I guess." And I said,
How messed up, how rude do you have to be to think, you had to bring your son here and say that publicly to the kid? The kid is not a kid. The kid's 15. he's a teenager. Like that's not that's insane. I mean, I remember growing up and having a similar type of experience, being like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old. And there was go back to the sales guy there, and he's like, oh, I mean, my grandfather's like, oh yeah, have Joe help you count the inventory, and he's looking at me, and he's like, are you serious? And it's like, yeah, are you serious? Like, we're counting with pen and paper here. This is, the early 90s here. So we had there was a computer system, but everything had to be done on paper and then transmitted over into the computer by hand. So there probably was barcode scanning, but we didn't have that technology at the time, at that point. But it's so demeaning. And Carson, good on you for being able to stand up there on Shark Tank on a global platform, because this channel's watched across the world, and I'm sure Shark Tank is as well. And to be able to tell a story like that and be like, you know what, I'm gonna brush it off because that person didn't know any better, because that person felt like, oh, I can just dismiss somebody that shows up to the meeting. That says more about that person than you, Carson. Good on you. Keep up the great work.
Oh, no. So that's when we pulled up a chair out of the hallway, and I led the meeting.
No, he went out. He grabbed
There
his
you
mouse,
go.
he pulled
My
it in.
man.
He's being modest. He has 4 patents, okay? A utility patent on the
Wow.
touch-up cup.
And
he
3
has
design patents on the muffin bagel and donut fresh.
Wow.
Hold on, you're 15 years old and you have 4 patents.
Yes.
All right,
These
wow.
are 3 of my newest products, the muffin bagel and donut fresh. They are
What?
absolutely a part of this deal. They are ergonomically designed to keep muffins, bagels, and donuts fresh for 3 to 4 days longer than conventional packaging.
So you're throwing that in.
Yes.
They're not selling those yet.
Well, it's
As a-
about 5% of our sales.
Carson, this is super impressive. How much do you know your stuff?
Blake, I learned the words purchase order, private label, distribution around 27. He just spits them out.
Because you didn't get to watch Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So, okay, before they go any further, let's talk about that valuation. 1.5 million. They should be like, yes. This I think that the potential here is so great. They're already got the distribution. The thing though is will he get a deal? I could see a lot of them saying, you don't need us. You don't need a deal. Maybe one of them gives a phone number or something like, hey, give me a call, if you really need guidance on something. But like Carson, you got it, man. Like hopefully we'll find out what he needs the money for.
I would love to help you grow this business. So I would love to make you an offer.
Oh, there we go.
You're asking for $150,000 for 10%. I'd like to give us some more cash flow, some more runway. So I'd like to do $200,000 for 25%.
Okay.
Wow, thank you so much for that offer.
For 25. Wait,
guy
for
just,
25%. Oh man, come on, man. Come on, Blake. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? 200,000. That offer is going to get blown out of the water here, I think. I don't think anyone's going to tell him that he should take that offer.
Made a better offer than I would, and I was about to
Really?
give 100.
Let Carson hear a bid S situation.
No, but I was going to give 150,000 for 25, and now he
Whoa.
did 200 for 25, so I'm forced to do 200 for 17 and a half to cut his legs out from underneath.
Yes!
Wow.
Are you serious? Thank you for that
All
offer.
right.
That is a really interesting dilemma you've got there, Carson.
Oh, what a shark.
Yeah.
So I'll make it simple, guys. I love you. You guys are amazing, but those guys have made great offers. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
Mark. Congratulations.
Thank you for your
My
time.
dilemma is this. I want Carson to drop out of school and become a CEO.
I just finished 8th grade. I don't think that's an option right now.
Ding ding. Oh,
Thank
come
you,
on.
Mr.
But I do have to ask you one question in regard.
And he still says, Carson, and you still said thank you. You got the kindness in you, man, to be able to say thank you, even when the demand on you is ludicrous. You should not. You should at least finish high school. You don't have to go to college. But you should really finish high school at the very least.
To that, who will be running the business? Because I can't work on it every day. Blake can't work on it every day. Who's going to work on it every day? Or will we have to hire somebody else?
If we were sitting in your shoes, we'd be asking the same questions. We want to get this to a point where I don't have to have the other job, but the time right now is not right to.
No, you're trying to keep the lights on in the house. I get it, right?
Yeah,
But at
and-
some time, when you're working at midnight, the buyers in retail, they're up Monday morning at 9 a.m. calling people saying, my shelves are empty, and if you're not there to pick up that phone at 9 a.m., they're calling your competitor. So who's going to pick up that phone?
Do we want to get this to a point where I can be full-time in this business? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I can't at this moment.
I'm going to have to revise my offer to $150,000 for 20%.
Oh man. Okay, so let's break that down here while we fast forward a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think that they should have probably pounced on on Damon's offer right there, or at least, or maybe countered back and say, can we get 15% for $200,000, and just worked on it. But I think that is it's a very tricky situation when you're in that I'm big, or I'm like right getting just there, and I want to quit the job that I'm doing, and I want this to be the full-time gig, but obviously the sales just aren't there yet. They're going to do 400,000 in sales. Their cost, so if they're depending on what they're selling, they're making and where they're selling it, because they said 70% online. So if they're selling it for $10 online of a $2 product, I mean, they're making $8 per sale. They're making a decent clip here, especially for a product that they're selling direct to customer. But I don't know what their customer acquisitions cost is. They didn't bring that up. I hope that this doesn't fall through, but I feel like if you had countered to Damon and got him down to maybe 15%, you would have been it would already be a wrap. But let's see what Carson decides to do here.
And have an offer from Blake and one from Damon for their paint storage product, Touch Up Cup. But the offers are changing once the Sharks discover that no one is working full-time in the business.
I'm going to have to revise my offer to $150,000 for 20%, because I see right now that at least for a year it's going to have to take administering money to other people to go out and do some of these jobs.
That's absolutely right, Damon. I'm not changing my offer.
You've gotten two very good offers here from both of them. Someone like Blake or like Damon could sit and really work with you and teach you and give you some good advice, whereas I would want you to have someone else run it for you. So I'm going to go out.
Okay, thank you for your time.
That's tough, because Lori could have hit a home run with it. But with that said, they said they're in 400,000 locations, so it's not like they need those doors open. And clearly, Jason is the sales guy. And again, thank you for your service as well as being I think you said a Marine. But yeah, I think when you're looking at who's gonna bring the better value there, I mean, I don't know enough about, other than Blake has Tom's and he works with only a handful of businesses each year, because he wants to be like on the ground floor with it. It might actually be better to work with Blake in that case. You're gonna get a lot more of his attention, I think, than you're gonna get out of Damon.
I have a question on your offer. So would you be willing to fulfill purchase orders, help us fulfill those purchase orders on top of that if it got uncontrollable to us?
I don't know until I get in there and really understand your business better. But if I own 25% of this business and we need to fund purchase orders or inventory, then it's going to be in my best interest to make sure that I help arrange a line of credit at a bank for you.
Damon, same question to you as far as fulfilling purchase orders?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to be the bank. I want to use other people's money.
Carson, what do you want to do?
Yeah, so Blake, we really weren't hoping to give up 25% of our company. Would you be willing to compromise and say 17.5%?
For $150,000, yes.
Oh, then you got I don't.
Could you do it for the 200,000?
No, I don't think so. I think
it never hurts. It doesn't. Well, I don't want to say it never hurts, but it doesn't hurt it doesn't necessarily hurt to ask, and that is, bravo for him to be able to counter back and get there. So I mean, $50,000 is not going to make that big of a deal. It does sound like Blake is the person to align with here.
My best offer would be $150,000 for 17.5, which is what Damon. But I really encourage you to give a little bit more away, but also get that extra $50,000 in cash, because I think it's going to help bring these ideas to life.
Okay. Could you do 200,000 for 20%?
I love this kid.
Yes.
I love that you're asking, but I really think the value that I'm going to bring, I need to own 25% equity.
What do you want to do, buddy?
Damon, I would like to thank you for your offer. That was really kind of you, and I really appreciate it. But Blake, you have a deal.
Yeah. And there's the kindness card again. I
Thank you.
love it.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Well done, Blake. Good job.
Shake it up on the way out the door. We're going to check out their website and social media in a second here.
Amazing. With Blake on our team, the sky is the limit and we can reach any level of success. To all the kidpreneurs out there, just like me, you know that you can get to this spot with a little hard work, you can do your research, and you can be right here where I am. Get a deal with one of the Sharks, and it feels amazing.
He said that so confidently, like as if he was reading off a teleprompter, and I'm pretty sure he probably wasn't. So that, I mean, slow clap for Carson and Jason. Congratulations. Let's check out their website. So they got Shark Tank right on the top here where they're walking in. They got sound. Let's see, just shake and paint, baby. And let's see, they're in Lowe's and Walmart nationwide, apparently, which is absolutely awesome. I have to check them out this time I go over to Lowe's. I like that they, faces are always a plus. It features Carson right there on the homepage because he is Touch Up Cup for sure. Oh, that shirt doesn't have the shaker on it. Maybe that's like a earlier version of the shirt or something like that. People love us. Here you go. Review from Home Depot, review from Walmart, 5 stars. People are happy with it. And then they answer how many questions. Hold up to 13 fluid ounces of paint. Paint will stay fresh for up to 10 years. Ding, ding. I don't recall if they actually said that in the pitch. That is huge. I wonder if it says it. Does it say here? Oh, that's the tarp. Saves time, keeps paint fresh. I feel like the 10 years thing should probably be right there around the calendar, but I like that you can buy. And then they also, so the Touch Up Cup family, this is awesome. I love this idea, and as an extra added bonus into the company or into the offer, having that is great. Let me see. Do they have any reviews? 10 sold in the last 17 hours. Ding ding. Great job. Airtight seal. It doesn't say. Oh, here you go. You got three 5-star reviews. The item works. I have English muffins and bagels in it longer than a week. Still soft. Maybe not as soft as fresh, but still easy to cut and split. Definitely works. What my secret is, put any bread objects in the microwave. Keep them in the microwave or the oven. Obviously don't turn them on while they're in there, but you can, it enables you to be able to keep it fresh for the long haul. But what I like about this is, outside of keeping it overnight or something to that effect, being able to have it on the counter for like when you have company over or like people sleeping over, guests and stuff. This is way better than putting a bag on the counter. Love it. And for $15, absolutely. Let's check out their Facebook here. What do they got going on? So 5 days ago, they posted, they got 399 people following the channel or the Facebook page, showing the donut holder. National Dog Day, so they're getting into it. So it looks like they're doing quite a bit with social media. It just looks like they could use a little more engagement. Let's check out. So here you go. And Instagram just knocks it out of the park like every time. 10.2 thousand followers and probably a lot more. Yep, a lot more engagement, a lot more likes. Like grid's looking pretty good there. So yeah, I definitely happy with that. Let's check them out on Amazon here. 3 cup. So they raised the price to $14.98. It's $5 per cup, which is still, their per cup price. They said $3.99 to $4.99. 834 reviews. Lee always like to check out so there's some 1-star ratings to see how they've handled that. Leaks paint everywhere. This was back in 2019. I wish I could have given it 0 stars. I bought 2 sets of cups. 3 of them leaked. Let's have the cups. So in this case, I like it when to see the brand respond to these, so that you might it's an opportunity to fix the problem for the person, but also to show other people, and I say it's like in every single video, to show other people that this that they care and that they're willing to do what it that they're willing to get involved and try to make it right. So maybe think about replying to some of these negative reviews and even the positive reviews as well. But with that said, they still have 65% overall positive rating with 834 global rating total. Yeah. So I would definitely say let's get some replies up in there. And I wanted to see when I was going on Amazon to check this out. I want to see, did they have any competition? So I typed in the touch-up cup, and it was the first thing that came up. But then there's also frog tape cups, which apparently do not sell as well. These are 12 ounce. What are these? Are these 12 ounces? 13 fluid ounces for those. And it looks like there's other, they have some competition. So I don't know if they're able, if they're licensing to frog tape, or if they need to have themselves a conversation with frog tape to try to. I mean, they're definitely undercutting the price. No, they're not, because you know what? The frog tape one, while it's 12 ounces and 13, you're getting 6 for almost $27, which is a little bit cheaper. But hey, it's free delivery with Prime, or I can get it today by between 2 and 6 to my house. How cool is that? Though this one over here is overnight, and looks like you're getting 4 containers for $20. So it's still the same. It's basically the same price, just different brand. So I don't know if it looks like they use a different kind of lid system there. But so again, Carson or Jason, if one or both of you want to come here and be a guest on the Super Joe Pardo show, please leave a comment down below like SOC, and I will reach out and get connected with you and make that interview happen. Love to talk about your Shark Tank experience. Love to talk EDI and inventory management and all that stuff. I could geek out about that all day long. If you could leave a comment down below, let me know what you want to see. If there's a pitch or a different video, if you have a question, a business related question, drop it down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer it for you. Also, while you're down there, make sure that you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video into the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. Head on over to shopsuperjoe.com to get hats, get t-shirts, or even stickers, which are available on there, as well as signed copies of my book, Sales Won't Save Your Business. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video, which is over here or over here. Take care.